On the TOEFL Speaking Interview task, the top responses receive a score of 5. In this video, we're going to take one starting response of a score of 3 and watch it climb the rubric in real time. We'll do this by using our speaking templates and by focusing on elaboration. And the best part is that the way we'll get there is something you can do on your own, with every practice answer you record. First, a quick refresher on the task. The interview gives you 45 seconds to answer each question, with 0 seconds to prepare. Pretty much the moment the interviewer stops talking, you start. Each answer is scored on a scale from 0 to 5. In terms of a response's content, a 3 is partially successful. It's on topic, but thin on reasoning and choppy in structure and pace. A 4 is generally successful. It's organized and explained, but it's missing some connection between the ideas and some detail to support those ideas. And a 5 is fully successful. Well explained, well structured, and it's easy to follow along with the ideas you present. That content climb up the rubric is what I'll show you by example, illustrating how you can better organize and develop your response. The tool that's going to move us up the rubric is our speaking templates. First, let's be clear about what templates are and what they are not. They're ready-made phrases for starting and connecting the parts of your answer, so you can begin talking right away and link your ideas smoothly. What they are not is a script. Templates give you the language to help you organize your thoughts, but the actual reasons and examples you share still have to come from you. Furthermore, templates can't improve your pronunciation or your speaking pace. Improving that aspect of your score comes from repeatedly practicing out loud. To demonstrate the usefulness of these templates, we're going to start with a response that gets a score of 3 and rework it into a strong one. We've collected all of these phrases into a free speaking templates guide, and the link is in the description below. Let's start with the practice interview question we'll be answering. And let me first note that though Magoosh uses official ETS questions in our TOEFL study plans, this question is instead an expert-crafted one. Imagine you're a couple questions into an interview that's been asking you about your experiences with taking photographs. I'm about to play this video clip, so if you'd like to try answering the question on your own first before we look at sample responses, pause the video afterwards and give yourself 45 seconds to respond.
Interesting. Some people say it is better to take photos quickly and naturally, while others say it is better to plan each photo carefully. Which view do you agree with more? And why?
On the actual exam, you won't be shown the interviewer's question in text. You'll only be able to listen. But for the purposes of this video, and in case you need to reference it, this is what the interviewer said. Now, here's where a lot of responses begin. A score of 3. Take a look at this first attempt. It isn't wrong exactly. It picks a side and it stays on topic. But notice the problems. The whole answer is short, and it comes out as a string of small, disconnected sentences. You miss it, and you don't want to miss it. So that's why you go quick. There are 2 separate reasons in here. You might miss special moments, and quick photos seem more real. But nothing is really explained in much depth. There aren't any specific examples, and the ideas aren't connected well. But here's the good news. The ideas are there, they just need to be developed. So let's give this answer a shape. Our first jump from a 3 to a 4. The fastest way to fix an answer like this is to give it a clear structure, and our templates are built around a simple one. 4 slots called commit, detail, elaborate, and finish. For commit, you state your position clearly. For detail, you give your main reason. For the elaboration, you add a second reason or an example. And for finish, you give a quick wrap-up, but only if you have the time. 4 slots in order as C, D, E, F. Let's now apply this structure to our previous response. Here's the same opinion, now built on those 4 slots. We commit clearly. It's better to take photos quickly and naturally. We give a main reason. Real moments happen fast, so you have to act quickly. And we elaborate with a second point. Natural photos feel more real. Look at the difference. It's organized, it's on topic, and every part has a job. That moves us up to a 4. However, we're not quite at a 5 yet. Notice how the elaboration is still vague, and in places even circular, such as with planned photos don't always look good, so the planning may not give you a good photo. The rubric says a for can be elaborated, but lack effective sentence-level connectors. And the reasoning here is still too general. So we have two things left to improve. The ideas aren't connected to each other, and they aren't specific enough yet. So let's close those two gaps and reach a 5. Watch what just two changes do. First, we add connectors, the small linking phrases highlighted in purple, like for instance, and on the other hand. They glue the sentences together so the answer flows together well instead of just listing different ideas. Second, and this is the big one, we make the reasons specific. Instead of, you can capture real moments, we get an actual picture. A nephew who won't smile on cue, but who you can catch grinning by accident. And instead of, natural photos seem more real, we get a vivid example of friends suddenly goofing around in the car. None of those details have to be true, by the way. You can invent them on the spot to make the answer concrete. So, at this point, our response is both connected and specific. That's a perfect score of 5. Now here's the real lesson of this video. We didn't just give a response and stop there. Instead, we ran a loop. Answer, listen back to find the weak spots, rework it with the templates, and try again. Each pass moved us up one rung. That's exactly what you should do in your own practice. Record an answer, play it back, and ask yourself some questions. Is it organized? Is it connected? Is it specific? But, to be clear, there's one more thing to listen for, and it's something templates simply cannot give you: clear pronunciation and a good pace. The rubric rewards speech that's easy to understand, spoken at a natural conversational speed. Templates can organize your ideas, but they can't make your words come out clearly. That part only comes from practicing your speaking out loud. So this practice loop improves both halves of your score: the content and structure you need to effectively present your ideas, and the clear, well-paced delivery you need to be understood. So, let's recap the content climb. To get from a 3 to a 4, give your answer a shape structured around 4 parts: commit, detail, elaborate, finish. To get from a 4 to a 5, connect your ideas with transitions and make your reasons specific with concrete examples. And though your content is a big part of your score, don't neglect the other key piece: your pronunciation. Practice the loop we showed earlier, and then your own scores can start to climb. If you want the phrases we used today, grab the free Speaking Templates guide linked in the description below. When you're ready to run the speaking interview practice loop for real, Magoosh TOEFL lets you practice on officially licensed questions from ETS. You also get official grading from ETS on your responses as well, so you'll know exactly where you stand. Plus, each of your responses comes with detailed AI feedback. Thus, you can record an answer, see how it scores, and try it again to work on specific aspects. Check out the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and happy studying.